Alright, today we just wanted to show you another technique to get curl in your hair with no heat. Hopefully you've watched our curl formers video, and that is one of our favorite ways to get curls. But another way that I recently have found is with socks. And we've done sock buns, and then there's also this way of just taking a dress sock, several dress socks. I've raided my husband's sock drawer and curl them up on her hair. Now I have just bathed her and dried her hair, and it's just barely damp. And I've also put mousse in it, and I have this ion locking out frizz and locks in shine hair protector that kind of helps with any frizzes that you might get from it. But what I will do is I will part out a section of hair here on top of her crown. This doesn't have to be exact, it's just you're wanting to divide out areas to put the socks in. And again, I will spray it just ever so slightly with my water bottle, but to ensure that it is dry by morning, since they are rolled up on socks, I really don't recommend having it be very wet. So then all you're going to do, this is similar to rag curls, but you're not going to be using lots and lots of rags. So take your sock, you're just going to wrap it around the sock. And if you watched us when we were on the CW30 recently on the Daily Dish, B was wearing her hair like this, and I showed it how I do this, but I don't think that it got captured on camera. But I'm just going to wrap her ends up in here and try to get them wrapped as much as you can, and kind of tuck them in as you're rolling the hair up onto the sock. But again, it doesn't have to be meticulous because it just curls it either way. But if those ends are sticking out, it tends to look kind of raggedy on the end. Okay, babe, will you put your hand up on top of your head and hold that? And then I will have her do that while I am going to tie the ends. And all you're doing is just a basic knot. Okay, there you go, hon. And pull it out. And that's it. You can tie it again one more time if you want, but I don't usually. It stays if you pull it tight. So then, depending on how much hair you're working with, if I do this on Bug, who has the shoulder length hair, I will just put 2 or 3 along the bottom, but because she has more hair, I'll divide it in half. Hold still, hun. Just kind of part it down the middle. And, okay, sweetie, turn this way. And then I'll part it from the ear down. And again, I tend to put more, she has less hair, it seems like, down below, so I'll kind of make this section not as big and the bottom a bit bigger. And I'll mist it slightly with my water. And you're going to repeat this process with whatever socks. I haven't done this with like the white thick tube socks that I wear. Shut that, babe. I don't know if it'll work with that. I just have taken my husband's socks. And slowly pull it down. B, shut that, honey. B, shut that, please. Okay, so you're going to wrap it around. Get those ends down as far as you can. That's probably the trickiest part of all this. And then roll it up on there. And then again, I'll have her take her hand and put it right up on there. Push. And then okay, there you go. Kind of makes a little donut, I guess. And then we'll repeat that with the last half here of this side. Spray it ever so slightly. And again, I treated this already with mousse and the anti-frizz stuff beforehand, so I don't do it in every layer like I do with the mousse for my curl formers. I just do a little bit. I found that when I didn't use the mousse, the curl stayed still, but it lasted a bit longer if I put the mousse in and not just the anti-frizz. It also depends on the hair type that you're working with, how well it holds curl. Don't turn, hun. But usually by the end of the day, she's got really nice waves. Okay, honey? These don't last as great as curl formers do by any means, but they give beautiful curls. Alright, so then off to this side, you're just going to repeat the process. And I've done this in all of their hair, which vary in length and vary in texture and thickness, and I've got girls every time. Whereas when I did those sock buns, if you saw that post on our blog, I didn't do a video on here because I couldn't get quite the results I was hoping for, but this really, KB, hold still. I really like these ones, and they're fun and they're pretty, and you only need 3 to 5 socks. And then hers and Goose, who is my oldest one with real long hair, we use 5 socks. And in Bug, who is got shorter hair, we just use 3 or 4 depending on what I plan on doing with her hair. But of course, usually with these pretty curls, I like to leave them down. KB, hold still, honey. Alright, put your hand on up there. Okay, let go. Alright, and we'll put that up out of the way. Or for now, just so you can see, we'll kind of clip it. Alright, honey. There we go, last one. And then she sleeps on these, and they're nice and soft, so there's no issues there. And you can move them out of the way too, babe. Okay, hold still for me. Okay, please, sweetie. Okay, remember, gotta be good. Alright, so then again, you're just gonna twist the ends up in there, and it kind of helps if you sort of start rolling it and tuck them in as you roll. Okay, and there we go. And then she's got a little bit of different length hair here, so I will kind of catch that and roll it up in there if I can too. Alright, honey, push that one in. Okay, there we go. Whoop. There you have it. So she's got 5, still sweetie, hold still. She's got 5 of these up here, and if you're worried about them kind of sliding out, you can tie these ends together so they kind of stay put when they sleep. Whatever you feel is going to keep them in, but they really, I've never had them, hold still sweetie, I've never had them fall out or unroll. They do loosen up a bit, but they do stay if you pull them tight. So anyway, there you go, and we'll show you the results in the morning. So let's show them what we did. Okay, tell them good night.
Good night. Bye.
Alright, so it is the morning, and she has slept in her socks, in her hair. As you can see, some of it's kind of come out a little bit in the front, but that's no big deal. Obviously, the curls are going to be down towards the end of her hair by doing it this way. But we'll go ahead and take these out. And you're just going to unwind it off the sock. And again, because you're winding it, you're going to get a different type of curl. Not necessarily a perfect ringlet, or if you were to do it with the curling iron. But when you pull these all out, they just are so pretty in her hair. And obviously, everyone should have socks laying around, or go raid your husband's dress socks. Or this is what you can do with socks when you don't have matching pairs any longer. But it really is pretty quick. Move this one. Hold still, hon. Just take them out, and you've got all these curls. And then I will go and put a bit more of my frizz stuff in it, just because the ends tend to be a little bit drier when I do socks for some reason. Okay, look at the one. And then I will just kind of comb my fingers through here, or if you've got a rat tail comb, this is what you get from those type of curls. And we've done this so many times, I think they look like curls like a rodeo princess would wear, or something like that. But this is the beauty that comes from 5 socks. And I'll link you through to the video where I originally saw this. One of my readers is the one that sent me this and gave me the idea, and after I'd done the sock buns. So you can do whatever you want with the top. You can pull it up into a half pony. We sometimes will just braid it, 2 little strands, and pull it back, so then it's gorgeous like this. I'll spray it a little bit to keep the curls as well, but that's it. It's really simple to get that gorgeous curls in just a few minutes it takes to wrap them, and then pull them out, and you're good to go. So there you have it, curls from socks. Can you tell them bye?
Bye.
Hi, sweetie. What did we do to your hair last night?
We put socks in it.
We put socks in it. And what do you like about your hair today?
They're cool.
The curls. How come?
Because they're pretty.
They're pretty. And do they bounce? Can you show us your bouncy curls? Okay, hold still. Stop. Those are our beautiful curls we got from rolling your hair in 4 socks, huh? Okay, say bye.